Hello everyone, my name is Hideki Saito and I'm taking you to Wicked today. So in last 2 weeks I have been visiting all the world in Wicked 2022 Summer. So that took about 10 days, 10 episodes, about 20 hours worth of the footage. So those were broadcasted in Japanese mainly. So today I'm visiting some of the world to show you what the Wicked has to offer. Now this event is taking place for next another 2 days until Sunday, 3 days I guess, and Sunday. So you still get some time if you haven't visited the event. So I hope you have some opportunity to do that. But for those for various reasons you may not have a system to be able to visit, or you just don't have time. I can show you around what's had to offer. Now, just to let you know, the most of the words, which are most of general booths, those words will be available as a public word after certain period of time after the event concludes. So if you need to check this event out that you won't miss, to guarantee you won't miss the content, you might want to visit a two main ward, which the more corporate booths are available, because they're not gonna open up for public after the event concludes. So without further ado, let's get started with the what's the thing. Let me actually see I got the little bit of technical difficulty. Here you go. There you go. Okay, so we'll keep going now. When you're visiting the Wicked, let me actually the word listing on the Wicked is no longer available, so you have to have your saved search created for your the word visit, because it's not going to have a actually dedicated category anymore, which is used to exist for up until I think a couple days ago. So you have to search as this term Wicked 2022 S for summer. So and then you'll see the listing of all the word. So okay, let's start with this word, which is this metaverse, which is just let me get back to my stream camera going, and so this is the entrance to the full Wicked world. So let's get started. Okay. Okay, here you go. So this is the entrance to the wards. Now we got the circling logo here with the photo to different wards. You can see that all the ward here, starting with Parareal New York, Osaka, Pop and Jump, Granvale Academy Sorcerers, Kowloon Empire Ichiban Boulevard, Casca-Acqua Falls, Wicked Cyber Mode, Wicked Virtual Market Classic, and those two green ones, those are the corporate awards, and these are actually sponsors. So this island here is kind of like, the one all corporate presence of at the Wicked. Now, these other ones are the general public award, which basically means these are the people who submitted their own booth. And this like a little egg thing that if you go in there, you basically see that all the staff credit and such. Now, for most award, you can actually change this settings here. So you want to change to English, which basically turns all the text on the award in English most of the time. Some of those contents are not. They're not localized. So, for instance, some of those are not localized. Like you can see that. Actually, you can find my name in here too. But I actually was a beta tester for the event. So if you change the language like this, you're able to see some of the contents localized. Not everything, like I said, not everything localized. Not too many things in this world are localized. Actually, yeah, the most of the corporate is still kind of Japan centric. So, yeah. Just a disclaimer: this live cast is definitely not comprehensive coverage of all the 4 events. That's gonna take another 20 hours if I'm to do that. So there's quite a few people doing live cast from the event, so you might want to check out if you're really interested in some of the award in details. I'll definitely encourage you to check those out. So, and although some most of my all other live casts I did on this event are in Japanese, but you should be able to get some sense of what the words are like if you really wanted to. It should be on the actual playlist on this my channel. So if you're interested, please do check it out. So here's what I'll do. With this the live cast, I'll be going through selected word from this event. So you're probably gonna see maybe a dozen of a different word, or maybe 10. So yeah, this is more like digest of what's event has to offer. So so first word I'll be heading to is the Parareal Osaka, which is a corporate word. So we're gonna be jumping to that. Just give me a second here. It's gonna load. So the size of these words are fairly big. This is 553 megabytes. So it is depending on how good is the connection, it might take some time to load up if you. But one thing is like I think it's still worth the loading time differently. So I'll encourage you to check it out. Like just give me a second. It should be finished loading. So this word is based on Osaka, which is a western city in Japan. So now they're actually doing they have started doing sort of like a regional thing that they started with the Shibuya and Akihabara in last events, and now we are visiting Osaka, and I believe that they are hitting Nagoya next. So now this is a kind of spawning point at the Osaka. That's just changing to English here. So so let me actually change to my view here. So all the world actually have this like really convenient menu system where you can actually have a little photo like frame thing. Some chat if you want to like talk to someone. This is a catalog which basically you can have the name of the booth, and you can also you can basically have it to overlay the name of the company or something. Let me actually turn it on. It's kind of useful. So map, it can kind of jump different places in the map. You can kind of make it bigger too. Teleport lets you take to different booths, or you can actually go to some other people. It's empty because this is an invite only world. So I need kind of have this setting so that allows you to change the different settings. Actually, just I can make the movement speed faster because it's nice to be able to see, kind of show you the bigger, larger area. So you got this. Oh, might be a little faster. Maybe that's fine. Okay, so this is language section set to English. Now you get a little companion here. Yeah. So Vket 2, he or she showed up on the I think 2 events ago. I think I want to say. So yeah, it's so yeah. They're gonna fall around. So let's go. What's going on? Okay, let's go. Actually, I'm moving way too fast. Let me actually just change to twice as much, 3 times as much. It's just too fast. Okay, let's go. So yeah, this is Osaka. So kind of you can see the mood of the city here. So yeah, so you can kind of see the map here. Now, a lot of things in this world is not localized. Some of them are actually kind of Western nature. So yeah, if you go in here like this, you kind of let's see. You can see more English, and some of the captions are different in English, so you can kind of see that. So yeah, actually, like walking speed. This is really. I think it's the. This is okay. Now with this word, I'll be meeting the world side music because there are quite a bit of proprietary music in corporate areas, and just gonna cause a content ID hit. So kind of to prevent that, I'm just gonna be overlaying with the actually some soundtrack. So yeah, you can kind of see some of the music festival type of thing. Pelican, which is the interestingly, this is actually the U.S. origin. So it is actually in Osaka. It's actually like in this tower called the Tsutenkaku. Actually has a this pelican statue inside. So. And that is definitely some like people actually visit for to see pelican. People say like by touching those the feet for the good luck or something like that. So yeah, this is so you get to basically different like this is different shops, and this is a kind of bit that kind of weird thing, takoyaki, which is squid ball. Not squid, sorry, the octopus ball. I think what's happening is when people keep pressing this button, that this like this thing like it gets bigger or something. I don't know. I don't quite know what's going on, but yeah. And a lot of like those stores are kind of like nameplate of existing real store. Now it's turned out some of those the sample people that shows up there is actually the actual sponsor of the event. So this is a bank. So actually, you have this like different type of attractions here. Yeah, you get to do like some bordering. So if you are interested in doing that, you can do that. You can kind of like yeah, you can kind of climb up. I'm not gonna do that. It's just I've tried it. I mean I've done this one in actually one of my live casts. It's very extraneous actually. So yeah, you see like a bit of thing. So yeah, this is Beams, which is kind of apparel type store. And they basically kind of heading to station here. So this is actual Osaka station, and they actually there is a connected. This is there is a connected event to actual real Osaka station. The JR, the Japan Rail, is actually a sponsor to this event, so they're having some coordinated event. So you kind of can go through this thing, and you got the elevator here. You actually get to see the Godzilla, and you have a little yeah. So yeah, this one actually do resembles actual Osaka station. They actually did set up a similar stage like this in conjunction with this event. So they actually do have real Wicked add on their station, so in real life. So which is kind of quite interesting that they've done that. So kind of like, the collaborative event between the actual real venue and the event. So yeah, you can actually kind of, you could, before you could take that little Godzilla thing, or you could actually come up from this stair or escalator as well. So this is actually like a kind of ticket vending machine here, so you can kind of go through this little experience of this. You can actually do this little station thing, and you get to go down there, and you get the kind of stacked. That's weird. And this is actually kind of interesting. Actually, the recently this is actually something that came out actually the beginning of this year. This is actually a robot that actually exists. What they do is they actually have this train here, and they use this machine to actually do the actual work on the live wire, because it's highly dangerous, because you could get electrocuted, right? But with this, you can kind of do safely, do the actual work on the train infrastructure. And this machine indeed does exist. So this is kind of demonstration of that their thing. What happened was I think a company who is specialized in robotics actually did collaborate with JR to make that the robot on the basically robot on layout to do that. So it's kind of interesting how those two different radically different industry kind of collaborates to make those things, and that's really interesting. I think you can even see the Gorilla there that we saw earlier. And this is a train that basically taking us to somewhere. Let's think where it's gonna be. So we'll see where this gonna lead. Well, hint is that we're heading to New York. So yeah, it's in second we should be arriving to the actual destination here. And we can kind of see the actual Osaka area we've been. It's a really interesting that they actually did the actual train. It's a interesting. Yeah, you can kind of see the back of it, and then like not much happening here, but so now we're here. Okay, now we're in another station here. Oh, now I'm kind of stuck here. Go. Yeah, you can kind of see different posters, and yeah, it's yeah. From here, you can actually either go back to the actual the last station, or you can like head to next. Or you can use that little map feature on the menu to move around as well if you need to. So if you get lost in here, you can always use that. You can kind of see that this whole. Actually, let's see the train there. Yeah, there's some. You can kind of see this train here. Like it's kind of specially wrapped train here. And let's go up there. Just gonna use the stair. You can use the escalator if you want. It doesn't make any difference. So you can move as fast as you can. So, anyways, yeah. So we got this like little section full of the posters, and you get into this. Yeah, like this is exit. See that train box, and so basically this is a little airport entrance, so you get that little security checkpoint. And this is this is kind of interesting gimmick on how so in Japan there is actually this system of taxation where you can actually choose the location where your tax get allocated to. So depending on how essentially the donations or the it's not the donation but the kind of tax, depending on where you send tax, you actually can receive some goods out from that region. So there's a kind of big push on for each of those region to essentially win the people paying tax toward. So that's a little thing that's basically it illustrates how much of the those tax allocation what it can do. So that's what it is. It's kind of hard to tell. It's hard to describe because it's a kind of Japanese system. So it's kind of weird to think about where you can actually you can choose to pay tax on different places. But yeah, this is the section 2 now. Basically, this is how there's actually showing Japan where you can actually see that people cut out these things to actually do that, make sashimi out. So that's the kind of illustration of that. So yeah, let's now we're in the airport. Let's head to New York, which is another corporate world. Yeah. So let's check that out. So let's to New York. Yeah, there's gonna be another 550 megabytes of download here, so it's gonna take a little bit. So yeah, next up is we're heading to New York. So this year it's a this time of the Vket event we are having we are at Osaka and then New York. So gonna check out what it's gonna be like. Now, like I said, we are not covering every corner of the world, so I did encourage you to just kind of come and check out like a different place in this one if you're able to, because it's definitely different than when you walk around. Now, it's best if you have the actual VR headset, but even if you don't have it, if you have decently powerful PC, you can use the desktop mode, which you can use your keyboard and mouse to navigate around the places. So I would actually recommend doing so. It's still it's still a good experience. I mean, not as a it's not as like as a as good as the VR, but yeah, it's the immersive. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, this is New York with a Statue of Liberty, and yeah, let's change this one to English. In case you miss it, you can actually go toward the front as well if you want to see the. It's a nice big picture spot as well if you want to take up. We're kind of starting off as a kind of nice, interesting boat here. Like it's a. Okay, let's go up there. Get the helicopter. There's a Vket1. Let's do this. Now we're in this New York, where the Times Square, I guess. Now this world, just because we're seeing lots of stuff on screen, it is a definitely the heavy on your PC. Oh, it's actually got the car here. You can actually sit in the car. Now that's interesting. We're in New York and we're sitting in the car with the steering wheel on the light side. So you can kind of get started. It's automatically. Oh yeah, so you can actually go out. So that's actually kind of. We're gonna go around places, but let's kind of take a look at how. Oh, that's fast. So you can kind of use this car to kind of get it move it on as well. So. Yeah, just gonna go back because I kind of want to get. Hey, that's cheating. Okay, so yeah, this is get the view here. Some of them are banks, some of them are like some supermarkets, and this kind of goes through like a different world this time, and we actually also get to see some of the props from different worlds here too, and you can buy them. Yeah, it's a kind of the description is in Japanese even. So they sell those things, these items from the Vket store beta. Yeah, you got little hoverboard you can get on. Now, if you're gonna be on this thing, just make sure you're you're not like losing track of your balance, because this is kind of off. It's really easy to get disoriented. So if you jump, you can come out from the board, and there's somewhere you can go in, like, you know, just got that little, yeah. This is kind of funny. It's actually say 500, probably 500 yen, not dwarf. You probably wouldn't pay $500 for orange juice or durian, whatever. So yeah, you can kind of, like, you know, walk around this place, and there are quite a few things happening here. So and then one thing, like, it's some of the areas you actually get to see, like, you know, the back area as well. It's not too much happening, but a very good chunk of this the real estate is being used for something, at least. I don't know what this, just it's a door. Yeah, it's kind of like you even get the little I think this is actually Dio anyway. Car, I don't know. I haven't been to New York for a long time. This is kind of actually, you know, just for a while, I just kind of wanted music with kind of over. The reason I'm muting this sound here is it just kind of walking through eggshell mostly, because what's happened is if you get too close to some of those, like, you know, it's actually gonna start playing some, like, music from anime and whatnot. So it is kind of like it is kind of bad, like, you know, when you actually brought the live casting this onto YouTube. So most, like, you know, those, like, actual the wicked music, they're okay, but yeah, that's kind of like kind of thing that happens with the when, like, you live cast from Wicked. The foot becomes a stick. Yeah, I think that's coming from the proverbs in Japan. You walk too much and you feel like you're getting, like, yeah, you can actually get onto this raft and go down there. So what's happened is this there's the musician that's kind of all these musicians that's kind of came up turned up on the wheel recently. So they are kind of, these are, I think this is JVC JVC, they're actually trying to, like, you know, promote that in conjunction with that let's see, yeah, so they're essentially kind of promoting like the pink lady, and they also call me Hirose. Call me Hirose. You might, if you have seen Card Capital Sakura, she actually sang the ending song for one of them. That's kind of trivia for this fall. Who, who's who? So. But yeah, she is a very like long time singer. So what's happened was I think it's about I won't say about a month ago or so. Essentially, she kind of came to We Are Chat like about a month ago in response to this skit that by the by one of the person in We Are Chatting, then it's kind of exploded essentially. Like it's a kind of got that attention from a lot of people, and then like essentially the person that Komi Hirose herself took notice of it and basically kind of joined up to and come over to VR. And this fall it's actually went really quick, and that's took place about a month ago, and maybe maybe a month and a half ago. I can't tell exactly when it was, but yeah, essentially after that event, it's kind of essentially like the record company kind of like took note of that, and then they started promoting this fall show at the VR Chat. So yeah, that's kind of why it's kind of behind the scene on what happened with this whole the singer involvement in this Vket this year. Kind of interesting, but so I think with this is kind of like different things in this world. I think they did a pretty good job of kind of illustrating the feeling of this, like the Times Square. I mean, yeah, I don't think real thing actually have this thing, but yeah. So yeah, what's gonna be doing is I'm gonna be moving on to some of the you can even get up here. That's interesting. First sign, do not cross. That's a really oh, that's interesting. You actually see the you can jump off of. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this in real life. Okay, yeah, let's move on to next word. Actually, let me see what's my list. I actually kind of did the little cheat sheet for myself. What's I gonna be showing? So, yeah, I will be showing basically each of those like the words. So, not gonna be every single word, but we can kind of see the. Kind of want to show you how the words are. Now those two words we just visited, they not gonna go public after the event. So if you want to take a look at them, do it now, or you're gonna lose access to it forever. So yeah, I don't know how soon they're gonna be bringing others up to public, but not too long for sure. Maybe a couple weeks. Yeah, so this is one of the one was actually Boulevard, where so most of people who actually do create these booths are individuals. Some are groups. And each year, not each year, but they actually for each of the events they're gonna be doing that. There is a actual public essentially they are actually asking public to register to see it's a kind of lottery system where if you win you can make a boost on this event. Now it actually does cost, so it's I believe it was 3,300 yen, about roughly $25. So you can actually get just like a little kind of these are actually hide and seek avatars. You can kind of play that within this area. Yeah, this is kind of like, you know, the little kind of town based off from Lwin. Yeah, so you get the little castle there and the little fall there, so so this is actually first the one with the world, and then let's actually take a look at the full So the next one is actually the interesting one, which actually has a different type of gimmicks. Just gonna go with this one. And here we are on this train here.
空論鉄道をご利用いただき誠にありがとうございます。まもなく空論帝国一番街。今宵は素敵なひとときをお過ごしください。
Now arriving at Kowloon Empire Ichiban Boulevard. Kowloon Railway wishes you a wonderful evening.
This is kind of like interesting. They actually have this this full kind of currency system within the world where you can actually kind of like it's actually had like concept of balances. So you can actually win and lose balance based on what you do. So each people might offer like currencies depending on the action you do in the other world. Not this one, but the other one is you can there are some like casinos, so you can kind of play different games. There are some games in the end of this world, so you can kind of use like this currency to kind of do the different things. So this is the kind of coin that this is kind of like that little city food is like it's kind of like supposed to be the part of some empire. Kind of funny, like they actually make you pay to get to the place where you actually have to get through. So you actually can see like it's kind of funny. You can actually see someone taking picture. I think these are actually real picture of me in the world. And they hate it. I think that's what I have actually. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think 980 is what yeah, I have 980. And yeah, you can actually use these, like, currency to actually play some gambles. You kind of play slot machine. You can play. Yeah, this is like kind of automatic poker, I guess. Not the poker, sorry, blackjack. Oh, I'm losing a lot. And like, you can bet on, like, I'm just gonna play a lot of it. A big win. How much did I make? And I think this is too. Oh, I won 940. Yeah. Let's play some more on this. Oh, I'm losing a lot again. Alright, more money. Go. Okay, I'm winning. $720, yeah. See if I can. Play multiple games and see if it's. Oh wow. Not too bad. Wow. Okay, anyways, yeah, now I have more than I started, so maybe I should stop there. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is this it's the theater area, and yeah, then this is kind of what's his next. Let me see, the Fantasia, which is yeah, this is a little forest city here. It actually gives you like what's kind of like the attribute you're and when Yeah, so this is I kind of can see this is kind of like a sort of like Magic Academy type of place, and you get the whole set of the kind of school that teaches magic. Get the little like really interesting pictures here. Get that kind of mysterious over the place here. So this is how like shows who's you're most compatible with and such. So wind, I guess, is good against dark. I don't know if this is actually localized, but you can. Oh yeah, you can actually. Oh, interestingly, does it change? I don't know if this is working, but this is like kind of like how to draw these figures. Yeah, you can kind of get up there and learn how to do that, I guess. let better Vex up. So yeah, this is kind of like the board. Now the next one I'll show you is a popping jump, which is a it's kind of interesting word where let me see. It's actually not even showing up on the. Sometimes it happens with the menu systems here. Where's the popping jump? It's not even. Oh yeah, Peach Shard. That's actually that. Is that? So unlike other ward, this one you actually get to summon the boost if you will. So it appears to be nothing here, but if you actually throw this, like, the little sphere here, it's actually gonna open up a portal where you can kind of go move, and then you can summon these, like, different boosters. So yeah, let's actually take kind of. So these are really big. Kind of try things. This is like, this person created a game world on VR chat. You can actually play. So and this is these boosts are all 10 meters by 10 meters, so it's bigger than other worlds. So it's much more it can be much more elaborate. Kind of shoot this thing. You can. It's actually even reload. So actually, there is actual game world actually that he created. This person here created that uses those weapons. So yeah. So this is kind of popping jump, kind of brief coverage of it. Cyber mode, which is just another one. Wicked Plaza, sorry, Wicked Plaza Cyber mode. Just give me a second here. It's gonna. Yep. So. This is kind of sci-fi, like, the areas here. So each world definitely have different type of mood and atmosphere. Okay. Yeah. So and there's actually one more type of world. The before that, actually, let's check out one of the one that's available quest, which is a so there are worlds that are kind of PC centric, which basically requires PC, and there are a couple of worlds. Actually, there's three different type of world where people with quest can access, and this is one of them. And there's a two regions each for those. So these are kind of revival from like old ones, like last weekend. So they recreated this world to be compatible with Quest, and like it's little smaller, just because of capability of how much Quest can hold. Still impressive how much of they could cram into that. It's definitely smaller than like like few hundred megabytes. I mean, like 200, 300 megabytes. So as a word, it's yeah. And I got my own booth here too. So yeah, this is a kind of quest world. So this one doesn't require PC to be able to access. So if you happen to have only the quest without any connection to PC, you can still enjoy about eight award, I believe. Am I getting that right? Let me just make sure. Oh, 6 of them. 6 of a Wicked World. You can kind of get the glimpse of what Wicked has to offer. So I highly encourage you to check it out if you have a Quest or Quest 2. Could be a little too heavy for Quest 1, so you might have to have a Quest 2 to be able to have enough horsepower on your your unit to be able to experience full potential of it. So but yeah, that's it's definitely available. So the last 3, this is a Wicked Virtual Market Classic, and this one east. There's two of them, east and west. These I chose the east. East is the last one because I want to show you something. So no, actually, this is wrong. I can show you both of them. This is the So I'm not gonna actually go over lots of praise on this one. We're just gonna kind of skim through. This is kind of recreation of the first Wicked ever. Actually, let's head to west. That's what I wanted to go.
Welcome to Vket Classic. This renovated exhibition hall is based off the first virtual market venue, introduced back in 2018. Virtual Market is the largest market festival in virtual reality, where you can freely browse, try on, and purchase.
Yeah, let's actually just gonna skip this. So yeah, so this is the Virtual Market Classic West, which essentially it's a kind of like first the East, except in different structure. And reason I kind of wanted to show it. So how this works is basically you get the closer to boosts, and you actually get the those boosts to show up. So
Welcome to Vket Classic. This renovated exhibition hall is based off the first virtual market venue, introduced back in 2018. Virtual Market is the largest.
so yeah, they're doing this one since 2018. So this is the for a few years.
Avatars by exhibitors from around the world.
And you kind of like can't see this. I think the first one was 2018 August 26th, which turned out to be pretty much exactly the 4 years ago. So yeah, the reason I'm here is I kind of want to show you this like a little thing that shows the history of a different wicket. So this is wicket 2. We were kind of in the creation of wicket first one, so this is second one. They got different themes. 3 and 4. And here's 5. Actually, this one was the biggest one ever because there are essentially some award has 6 or 7 variants, which basically took me 40 hours to go through every single one of them. And then like 6, 2021, and then like here we are at the 2022. So yeah, it's got that quite a bit of history. So I kind of wanted to show you at the end of it. So yeah, so we're just gonna over here. So yeah, this is kind of the brief visit to Wicket, and like I said in the beginning, used to get like three days or two days and a little bit to experience this, especially with the first 2 ward, which is corporate ward, which basically gonna go. It's gonna go away, go away after the show is over. So if you want to check that out, do it now. In next 2 days. Those other wards, check it out because they're. I mean, if you like, let's say if you're not gonna go to like public ward, you can see so many more people now than like let's say after this ward become public. So you might want to check out the feeling of this one as well. But if you have to choose where to go now, I would suggest you check out the corporate ward just now, so you don't miss that. So you can kind of wait until that this public ward comes back, which eventually will do. But it might be like a couple months. I don't know how long it's gonna take. So just letting you know that it might take some time. So yep, this is a Vket. So I hope you have the chance to kind of see how things are like in here. But I'd suggest you to check this out if you can. So I am doing these event coverage live cast pretty much every recap the Vket every since 5. So I'm planning to do the same for winter ones and for my Japanese side, which basically if you would access to the actual playlist for this live cast, you actually do get to see the full list of every single ward visit, which essentially like I said, 20 hours worth of footage. So if you want to check out the some of the more details, although the language is in Japanese, so it's a little hard to follow, but you should be able to kind of see see how things are in each of the world in more depth. So you're more than welcome to check that out if you are interested. So yeah, this is kind of brief coverage of this Vket event. So hope you had some fun. Or I'm sorry this is the brief one, but hope you could get some ideas of what's going on in this this event here. So until next event, have a nice one. I'll be doing some of the broadcasts for different events, both in Japanese and English, hopefully. So check out my channels if you're interested, and you might find something interesting. So thank you very much for sticking around. I'll see you soon, hopefully. So yep, have a nice day.